other emerging sectors have supporters and enthusiasts, it is evident that the cryptocurrency industry has fans. In India, you need to be a complete believer to invest in an unregulated sector. Even by conservative estimates of the cryptocurrency exchanges, some 2 crore Indians hold investments in the sector worth around rupees 15,000 crore. And it is this lack of regulation that is worrying most cryptocurrency participants and experts. The Finance Ministry had listed the Cryptocurrency and Regulation of Official Digital Currency Bill 2021 for the last budget and winter sessions of Parliament, but did not table the bill in either. Industry players hope that Nirmala Sitharaman will provide clarity on the regulatory roadmap in the upcoming budget.
Of course, tax is one, but also I think what, maybe as a starting point, what are the use cases that clearly will be permitted and, what will not? Because there's been a lot of product innovation, in crypto in India over the last, I would say 12 to 18 months. So I think if there's some clarity, I mean, we have some sense of crypto as an asset, crypto will not be allowed as a medium of exchange, but there are multiple use cases. So I think some clarity on what use cases will be allowed will not be allowed. Also, I think some clarity around the consumer protection framework. I think there is a lot of concern around KYC, AML, how will all of that be implemented? And I think while SEBI can clearly sort of enforce some of that via the exchange route. So you can say that all crypto trading must be done on an exchange. KYC, AML must be done, while you're trading, but this doesn't take care of the multiple other use cases of crypto. So how will you deal with some of that? I think some clarity for the investor community and the business community on, what can we expect?
It is expected that the finance minister could announce some of the details from the proposed bill during her budget speech. Revenue Secretary Tarun Bajaj has said that the budget will provide taxation clarity for the cryptocurrency industry. Currently, capital gains tax is applicable for those trading in digital currency, while goods and services tax is levied on cryptocurrency exchanges and platforms. However, the recent investigation into WazirX by GST officials shows that there is still some lack of clarity among the industry players. One thing is certain, there won't be a complete ban on cryptocurrencies. While they won't be allowed as a legal tender, trading in crypto will be allowed, and the Securities and Exchange Board of India is likely to be the regulator. The finance minister is expected to make this stance of the government clear in the budget speech, and it would be a reversal from the earlier stance that there should be a complete ban. The legislative backing of the regulations will come through the cryptocurrency bill, and the budget speech may contain its salient features. Some of these features could include a high entry point for exchanges in terms of capital requirements, which means only the biggest cryptocurrency startups will survive. And also regulations, which could make it compulsory for startups and investors to ensure their digital infrastructure is based in India and not in some foreign jurisdiction. Sitharaman could also announce further initiatives for the government to use underlying blockchain technology. And last but not the least, how far has the RBI proceeded in coming up with its own digital currency?
And why it is important for the government to bring this investment into a particular framework. It helps in so many ways. One, it helps the government to expand the tax base, the tax failure space. Second, it can add substantial amount of revenue to the exchequer. Today, there are mechanisms for tracking it. On one side, government is looking at increasing the tax rates. My suggestion would be that instead of increasing the tax rates, if there is a framework for bringing cryptocurrencies, a proper framework for bringing the cryptocurrencies within the tax net, then the tax net can multiply. And there is an empirical study which suggested that the global market for cryptocurrencies is is close to $1 trillion, which means we are talking about substantial sum of money. And India is, given the population and the number of investors in cryptocurrencies from India, the government will see a huge revenue coming in its way if there is a proper framework, regulated framework.
Cryptocurrency is a burgeoning sector, a sector that runs on hype and promises of get rich quick. But it is also a pointer towards a cashless future for global trade and commerce. Even government insiders agree that it needs regulation, and fast. The budget speech could offer important pointers on where that future is headed for India.
If you like this video, share it and subscribe to Business Standard. For more news, views and insights, log on to www.business-standard.com. Do also follow us on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Telegram and LinkedIn.